Hi guys, this is Rosemary. I'm sorry this is like the third video today. I apologize, but I was talking to my blue eyes, and I was reflecting on what happened today. I totally forgot to mention it, and I think I better mention it because I want to look back on this video, and I think it's going to help somebody. Today we went to they opened up a Goodwill by our house, and you know me and thrifts, I love thrifts, and I just had to go check it out, and they had Weight Watcher scales. They wanted like $15 for that scale, and I mean they're like, usually my sister was telling me they're really expensive, and so one of the girls that worked there said, you may want to try them because we're not sure, you know, once you buy them you cannot bring them back. So I tried the first one, and I tried all three of them, and the first one, what I want to talk about in this video is how I felt every time I weighed myself, and the reaction that I felt. The first scale, now first of all, let me tell you what I range. I range between 147 and 156. I usually stay between 156, 149. Every day it's like I can't seem to get further than 147. Right now I woke up this morning. I always weigh myself every morning. I was 155 this morning. So anyway, I got on the scale when I got there. We had looked around and everything, and Eric Blue Eyes really wants a scale, so I went in and got on, and it said, I don't even want to shout this number out, but it said 180. And instead of saying, oh, you know, because Eric right away, Blue Eyes says, well, you know that number's wrong. And I looked at him, and I looked at the scale, and I'm like, and then I started looking at my hips, right? And I started looking at my body, and I'm like, I've gained all that weight. I was so upset. I was like, oh my gosh, you know. I went into panic mode. I went into scared mode. My heart started palpitating, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, what have I done to myself? What did I eat? What happened? You know, how did I gain 30 pounds in a few hours, right? Eric says, get on that other scale. And so I get on the other scale, and it said 135, and I went, yes, yes, oh my goodness, I knew it. And then I realized, whoa, 135, hallelujah, I'm there, I finally got there, right? And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I was just upset, I was just horrified. What happened? All of a sudden I'm happy. Then I got on the third scale, and that's when I said, we ain't buying these scales. It said 104.5 or 6 or something like that, and we all know I ain't 104 pounds, okay? So I told my husband, never mind, we're not buying these scales. And I just want to remember how I felt, because I'm telling you, you know, I was going to take a picture, but in my mind I'm thinking, I'm not carrying a camera. Well, hello, my phone, I could have taken a picture with my phone. I should have done that, but anyway, I didn't, so now I have to talk about it. But you know, I came home, so, I mean, I brought the groceries in or whatever I had in my hand, put it down on the floor, and went straight to my scale, and yeah, it said 155. I was scared, guys, I was scared. But this is what I want to talk about. I remember being over 400 pounds, close to 500, and saying, Rosemary, if you could only get to 250 pounds, you would look amazing. You would be so happy, right? That's what I said to myself many moons ago. And now I'm upset because I saw, you know, a number on the scale that is not what I want to see. I don't want to look at a number and make that determine how I feel. I don't want to look at a number and let that number tell me how hard I'm working or how happy I am. Today was the clincher. Today was the eye-opener for Rosemary, you know? I don't know if I'm making enough sense, but I know that I felt horrified at a number and happy at another. And it just goes to show. It's like the dress that I was wearing today. I wore that same dress, and it's the same dress in the video that I did for the Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, the blue and white dress. I wore that dress last year for the Las Vegas meet and greet. The very first Las Vegas meet and greet that we did. Sarah Will Be Skinny and another girl got it together for us. And that dress does not look at all like I wore today. Today it's fallen off me. It was loose. Not so much around the hips, but that's okay. But it was like really, really loose, you know, all in here, and I just couldn't believe the difference. So I have to go with how I feel in my clothes. I have to feel happy with what I look like when I look at myself in the mirror. I know that I repeat myself a lot in these videos, but you know, guys, sometimes, you know, as a teacher, I remember telling my parents, there were parents that would come in and sit down and think that their daughter or their son were never going to get it. And I said, you know, we repeat enough in the classroom that your child's going to eventually get this. You know, repetition helps, and repeating ourselves over and over is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing. So the more we hear this, the more we're going to believe it. So keep making your videos. Keep being positive. I hope that that's what you see in my videos, that yeah, we have the good, the bad, and the ugly, but we've got to remember that a number is not going to make you who you are. Does that make sense? The number does not determine how happy you can be right now in the clothes that you're fitting in right now. I bought a skirt. It's a size 8. I don't know that I can ever get into a 6, but hey, it's a zip skirt. You know, I zipped it up over these hips. I couldn't believe it. It's not an A-line, but it's, you know, fits me nice, comfortable. So I said that to say this. I'm an 8 where I used to be a 5X. So, you know, guys, we've come so far, and to make our lives stop, you know, yes, let's want more. I'm not saying not to want more. I want more for my journey. I want to get smaller, and I know it's going to take from year to year for me. And that's okay to want that. Never stop wanting more of what you can give yourself. Never want more. I mean, never expect not to have more. I want to be able to, instead of ride 3 miles on my bike, go 5 miles. I want to be able to, instead of walk 2 miles every morning on the peach orchard, do 5 miles in a day. The only reason I go from 2 miles to 2 miles is because I have to stop to go to the bathroom. I'm just being honest. And there's nowhere on this peach orchard. I am not going behind a tree. No, not this mama. So I said all that to say that I want to love myself for what I see on the scale right now. That really scared me. Those numbers, they made me scared, they made me happy, and they made me like, yeah, right. Crazy, right? So, and none of the numbers were right. What if I had been 180? What if I had been 250 on the scale? Does that mean that that's what I was? Really? Honestly? Who am I now? Who am I when I walked out of that store? It's the attitude also. We have to be positive and know that that number does not make us look good and feel good when we put our clothes on or when we look at ourselves in the mirror. Gosh, I'm all over the place. I hope I've made some sense, and I hope I've helped somebody today, not just myself. Thank you for listening, guys, and I'll be back. Bye for now. Oh, thanks for saying that my makeup looks good. I thought I'd wear some shadow today. I thought I'd look prettied up. I prettied up for my blue eyes today, and I hadn't worn shadow in a long time. I always wear my liner, but hardly ever any shadow. So I think I'm gonna start wearing my shadows. I got this primer, so now I'm putting this primer on and hoping that my eyeshadow stays longer. I love you guys. I'll be back.